Hello. Good evening. Salutations, fellow beings. How are you being? How are you feeling? What are you feeling? What are you feeling? A little bit of everything, everywhere, all at once, maybe? Maybe grounded, maybe chillin'. How are you feeling? What's your day been like? We're gonna play with these cards tonight. See what happens. Get into some magic. A little earlier than we typically do, so we'll see if anyone is here to tune in. But how are you tuning in to yourself? We'll be taking personal readings this evening. All of the above, that's right. We'll be taking personal readings this evening. $7.77 to the Cash App to the Venmo, that is Gavin Zen. We start with a collective reading though. Let a couple more people jump in here, say what's up. Let yourself get a seat, catch your breath. Kick your shoes off your feet if you haven't yet. Let your babies breathe, open up your souls, you know what I'm saying? It's important, because we have the capacity to breathe with every pore of our person. We need to let our skin open. So relax, kick your feet back, get some water, maybe some snacks. Heather says she already dropped in the queue. All right, my dude, 155 people in here. Whoa, that went out of nowhere. Good to see you. Hi. 172, 4. Let's keep going up. If you want to hit the likes, if you want to hit the share on the copy link, and you don't have to send it to anybody. You just hit copy URL. The algorithm likes that. Appreciate you. If you think some other people would enjoy this, we're going to get right to it. But if y'all want to jump in here for the queue already, my dudes, here it is. Cash App, Venmo, Gavin Zen. PayPal and Zelle are in my bio. Personal readings. But we're going to start with a collective reading. But it's important to treat my body with some water. So, yes. By the way, I see you commenting down there, Caroline. This is my main account. I have a backup account called Farmer Zen. Those two accounts are my only two accounts. If you see any other account attempting to look like this cat, it's not me. It's an imposter. Report them instantly, okay? Don't ever send them your money, okay? Don't ever do that. But you can send me your money if you want to have a reading right here, right now. I promise you that'll happen. It'll be some magic. It'll be worth your $7. Best $7.70 you ever spent. I promise you that. Now the salesman's coming out of me, but it's just real. You can ask anybody out here right now. I got a couple people who've returned. I see you, my dudes. Greetings. Good to see some new ones as well. Anyway, today, we're gonna start right away with the collective. My dudes, greetings for you. If you would like to jump in the queue for the Cash App, the Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle, Gavin Zen, $7.77. Drop your username and your question or your comment in the caption of your donation so that we can just keep it flowing. And without further ado, my dudes, we cut the deck, we clear the energy, we draw two. Before I speak, I want to say that the cards are an amazing way to communicate with the divine that exists within everything, the creative essence that exists within everything. These cards are like words, and every single word has a definition. When we bring the words together, we create a sentence, we can tell a story, we can communicate a message. These cards have been kept alive by amazing individuals from Eastern Europe, what is known today, often what is associated with the people who are called the Romani, or more indirectly the Gypsies. The cards originated with these travelers in a way to practice magic and communicate with the divine. They've become a little bit more formalized, and now we have this deck. What we see today is the Rider-Waite. It looks like we're getting some lag in there. I think the algorithm might be not able to comprehend this level of magic, but what I'm saying is that these cards go way back, and it's amazing the fact that we can still hold them here today and share them with you. So before I say anything, I just want you to look at them and feel the energy that these images bring to you. Fantastic. Wow, this is a powerful reading, collective. We're going to get right to it. As you see, all these cards are in reverse. Were they not? Am I tripping? Yes, they were. All of these cards are in reverse. So, and what I'm seeing is that these energies are right around the corner. I flipped them upright so you can see what they were. All these cards are in reverse, meaning that they're right around the corner. You're being called, almost like an initiation. That kind of has like some weird connotation to it. Maybe it's more of like an orientation. You're on the precipice of a new chapter, stepping into it. And what you're being called, basically what I'm seeing, is to balance out and weigh the pros and cons of either sitting where you are, like letting this moment pass by you, letting these cards not turn upright, or you can choose to flip it upright, integrate these energies into your being, and really step into your magic and your divine, royal, feminine, the Empress energy within you. You're being called. You're going to be provided and tested, universe. Perhaps I could definitely see this happening. I don't want to project too far into your space, but being tested to show up in these ways. Whatever that means to you, that means owning your boundaries. That means owning your boundaries. An empress, more than anything, is an individual who owns their boundaries. They got an empire. They don't let anything go awry within those walls because they got to make sure that the kingdom is okay. And that being said, they can't react to everything. They must respond with consciousness and diligence from a space of clarity rather than their emotions, because otherwise if they just acted on their emotions, the empire would not be floating on the boatin', you know what I'm saying, my goats? So you got to keep that in balance as well. You also don't want to go overboard with your power and your expression of this. You know, what kind of empress do you want to be? What kind of kingdom do you want to reign? And your magic too. It's important to practice your magic. And I feel like you're actually being very much more called to step into this on a level that you've never even experienced or witnessed before, because we're really here to shift realities, my friends. And that really, you play a very important role in this. And a big part of that is you, A, holding your ground, stepping into your royal shit, knowing what it is that you want, what it is that you came here to do, who it is that does not align with that, and not allowing them to be a part of the crew. And then stepping into your magic. Really harnessing this, embodying this, and then balancing it as well, because remembering we are doing this whole like earthly experience, so it's not always going to translate in the easiest, most effortless ways, but it can, and you can continue to build that momentum in your life so it happens on a more consistent fashion. And it just might always be that way, but for right now you're being called to step into this space, and the baby legs are learning how to walk. And as we do this, we find our little pockets and glimpses of our magic and of our Empress energy within our day-to-day, and we're being called to integrate this on a more consistent basis, so this becomes your base state of reality, because this is your natural state, but you've been conditioned and you've been governed, you've been limited to think and believe otherwise. At least I was at one time in space, and have taken off those shackles from my mind, and now stepping into my regalness and my magic. That's what we're doing right here. It's happening. You see it. It's practice. Thanks for being here this evening. Groovy. If you want to jump into the queue to get yourself a personal reading, whether it be a general reading, a romance reading, a finance reading, whether it be a house and living situation reading, whatever it may be, you're more than welcome to jump in the queue. It's happening right here, my dudes. We'll be here as long as people would like some readings. The Cash App, the Venmo is a humble donation of $7.77. If you'd like a private reading, you want a live one, or just a one-on-one or recorded one, you can check out my links in my bio, and those are there, and you can order one. I will never reach out to you for one. I think a couple people have already jumped in the queue, so we're gonna get right for it. All right, each reading is about 5 minutes. We will never do each reading is about 5 minutes. We won't take too long, but we also won't rush either. We're going to look at the queue, see who's up, my dudes, and we're going to get right to it. Hope you got some water, maybe snacks, maybe take a break, come back. Like I said, each one's about 3 to 5 minutes, so you can check back in 20 minutes or so and see if the queue has gone down, but let me look at this for now. And in the meantime, what's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite fruit? I want to know, my dudes. Strawberries, pear, tomato. Tomato, that's a funny answer. You usually don't hear that one when people ask that question. Most people get caught on the fact that it's still a fruit. My pen's not working. Thankfully I have a pencil. So we have Heather and we have Kai. If anybody else would like to jump in tonight, we got room for you, my dudes. As I was saying, the Cash App, the Venmo is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and lift up my device and comment that on the screen so y'all can see it. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome in. Salutations, my friends. 108 people in here. A beautiful number. 108 is a very beautiful number. Adds up to 9. All is divine. How are you feeling tonight? 111, also awesome, also beautiful, also angelic. Let's get it. Heather's going to be up first. After Heather, we will have our dear friend Kai and anybody else who would like to jump in tonight. Yes, this is my Cash App. It's also in my bio. PayPal and Zelle are in the bio as well. That's a G, that's an A, V-I-N-Z-E to the N, Gavin Zen. Heather will have a general reading. Of course, my dude, you definitely do. I love your energy too. It's not my energy, you know, it's the same energy from the beginning. It does cost $7.77 for a reading. So if you'd like one this evening, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, we're going to get started with our dudes. After Kai, we have Kayla, and then after Kayla, we will have Heather. Stellar. Beautiful. Awesome. It's good to see some familiar faces and some names in here. So grateful to see you today. We're going to get moving with it. Because now that the list is... Oh, just kidding. Heather, I already wrote that. Okay, I'm stoked. We're stoked. Cool. Nice to see you, Kayla. Heck yeah. Cool. Heather, then Kai, then Kayla. We're going to start with a general reading for Heather, then a general reading for Kai, and I think Kayla wanted a general reading as well. If anybody else would like to jump in there, we got room for you, my dudes. And we're going to get started. Welcome in. If you're just joining, my name is Gavin. This is In Zen, and we're going to be playing with some cards. So sit back and have some fun. General reading for Heather, our dude. Check the cards. Clear the energy. Draw two. Powerful. King of Cups. High Priestess. Jessica, yes, you can. If you'd like a reading, it's $7.77. That's it. And the Fool in the root for you, my dude, Heather. 1011. So many out here. It's Gavin with a G and an A and a V and an I and an N, not Kevin. Maybe you're autocorrect got that, but that is the one. Knight of Cups. Excuse me, King of Cups. Even more royal for you, Heather. King of Cups, let me focus. King of Cups, High Priestess, and the Fool. These are some big cards, dude. Right off the bat. The Fool and the Root, I think, is going to be our focus of the reading for this evening. The Root card is the card that ties together the two from the draw. In this style of 3-card reading that we like to do. And the fact that this is one is in reverse, these two are upright, and this is in the root, I'm feeling called that by you stepping into the Fool, it's like you unlocking the door. Like the key is shifting, and that's allowing you to then create the portal, the gateway for you to really harness and step into your King of Cups and your High Priestess energy. I also want to highlight here the beautiful, beautiful fucking balance of the masculine and the feminine here in this 2 pairing of masculine and feminine bodied cards. Like, this is just now coming to me, but I personally love the King of Cups because the King of Cups is an indicator of strong, sanctiful masculine, an individual who is very much aware of his emotions. Cups being the card of emotion, vibrations that exist within, intuitions, the subtle sensations and communications. Wow, you guys are lighting it up right now. I don't know if you hear that vibration, but we're building a queue, so thank you for being here. We're gonna get right to it. Heather, for you, the father. I mean, I want to call him a father because I can see how that energy is like associated with, there's so much connotation to it. But for me, when I hear that word, it's like, that's what I see the King of Cups as, is like that pops who's like there, who's like, I will care for you, I will hold you. And like, he's also like in control of his emotions. He feels everything, and he holds that space for the feelings to occur. And so this is a really next level maturation in one's energetic and emotional body, basically. Then the High Priestess here is a strong magical essence of the feminine, and this is a more we'll say grounded, but not necessarily practical, like the Hierophant is. Like the High Priestess has her own rituals, and she more so listens to the seasons and the intuitions of the moon, whereas like the Hierophant is like a masculine version of the magic card. It is more so structured, like school type shit, whereas the High Priestess is much more listening to nature and developing magic that is in communion with all of the atmosphere and experience that is. And so you being able to harness your emotions with your magic will just really let you step into your greatness. And a big part of this is literally just being foolish, having fun, experimenting, being silly, asking yourself what I like to do as a child, like what is my my younger self, what is that aspect of self that is eternal, that is never dying, that is never born, that is just a big old kid. Like, how can I integrate more of that energy into my life? Because that's like really what's going to allow you to open up these portals for then just like, I want to say just like quantum leap, bro, like leap year, like you're just like stepping into the next level like instantaneously, and you get to have fun while doing it too. It's not this like traumatic tower moment. It's like literally, it's like you go out there, you have fun, and then that's when the real magic's gonna happen. But allow yourself to feel everything. Don't forget, listen to your intuition, allow yourself to feel all of your emotion, because your emotions are gonna be the fuel to your magic, my dude. Ooh, what a great reading to start with, Heather. Okie dokie, artichoke. Let me drink some water after that. Did you get any of that? Kai's up next. I think I scared a lot of people away with that one. That's okay. We're not going to prolong too much time. That was some fire. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time. So I'm going to eye the clock. Like I said, 5 minutes. Kai, you're up next, my dude. After Kai, we have Kayla. And after Kayla, we got a couple more on queue, it sounds like. So we're going to keep grooving. 44. Beautiful. Heck yeah. And like, it doesn't even matter where we are in our path. We can always do this a little bit more. Like, we can always, I don't ever like to think I'm complete. Like, there's always more foolishness to have. We cut the deck for you, Kai. We clear the energy. We draw 2 for you this evening. A general reading, Kai. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Cups here. Queen of Cups in reverse in the root for you. Queen of Cups, reverse. Page of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Okay. Similarly, the Queen of Cups in reverse in the root here is going to be our focal card of the evening, the point of integration. This is what you're being called to step into. So I have a sense that maybe sitting with one's emotions isn't the easiest thing. And maybe it's time to learn how to create space from the emotions and stop identifying with them so heavy, and recognizing that you are not your emotions. The emotions just happen. And what helps me is a meditation of sitting in the body and breathing, and as emotions or thoughts arise, just witnessing them to the best of my ability. And it usually helps with some guided music, because my brain wants to go everywhere all the time and I get distracted. So music helps me like tether it or breath work helps me tether it. And as these sensations arise, like clouds, just witnessing them move through, because they're not you, they're not me, they're just happening, and we just gotta learn how to witness them and observe them. Get what I'm saying? And it's really that emotional energy, but also your intuitions. Apo for show. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna not respond to your. I'm gonna focus right now. So the Queen of Cups here in reverse is also encouraging you to step into honoring and trusting the intuitions, because the intuitions are the signs along the hiking trail that point you along the path. And you are here held in the hands. Pentacles is the cards of earth. You are here held like this guy, just cherishing little baby. The earth holds you up and you hold your destiny in your hands. And you're really here to like celebrate this. So I feel like as you step into this, like you're not only going to be like harnessing your royal aspects of self and just like stepping into your boss level, you're also going to be able to meet people eye to eye on this level. And you're going to be able to create your squad, your friends from lifetimes who you were just relinking with and just starting anew once more, returning where you left off. A big part of it is trusting in the path of the process. And also like this could be resourcefulness, like abundance in a material / spiritual / energetic sense, just like feeling a sense of fulfillment. So do your best to keep putting your energies in places that leave you full, that keep you feeling fulfilled, and don't let you feel drained. Recognize when those spaces occur and then do your best to minimize your interactions with those spaces, because that's not worth your time, effort, or energy. Take care of yourself, nurture your cup, sit back on it, and remember that your self-care is priority number one. You got it, madam? Perfect. All right, Kai. For you, dude. And we move forward. Next up is Kayla. Before we read for Kayla, we're going to check out the other device over here to see who else has jumped in the queue and see if Kayla has asked any questions in the read-in. Kai, I'm curious if you're still here. For sure. Apo for show. I don't recall you. No, not your username. You have to give me some more details. I meet a lot of people. Beautiful. All right. After Kayla, we will have Destiny. Then after Destiny will be Samantha, then Madison, then Emily. Apo, what is your name? What is your name? I just looked at my device, so yeah. Nonetheless, Kayla is up first. Yeah, I know. It's not surprising. People are always making double accounts. It's so silly. Perfect. I see you, my dude. So like I said, we'll have Kayla, then Destiny, Samantha, Madison, and Emily. Channel reading for you this evening. Cut the deck. Clear the energy. Draw two. 7 of Wands here in reverse. Ace of Wands here in reverse in the draw. Knight of Swords. An opportunity more than responsibility, because side missions type shit. Like, you're here to do it. You're here to do it, and you're on the horse and you are doing it. Stay on it. Keep slicing through that which is not in tune with you. But otherwise, do not, like, more than ever, like, double down on yourself always. Like, this is something I have to tell myself all the time. Like, it's not your problem. Obviously, do your best to minimize your contribution to suffering in the world, but it's not your problem if someone feels the type of way and they get triggered for what you have to say if you know you're coming from a space that is not harmful. So, yeah, Kayla, I see you. Keep doing the do. Stay on it. You're sharp. You are sharp. You said I have chills. Hey, I appreciate that. That's, like, always a very awesome indicator. Like, yep, that's what we're here for. It's not me. I'm nothing more than a channel. I am nothing more than a channel. I'm nothing more than a channel. After Kayla, we have Destiny. After Destiny, we have Samantha, then Madison, and Emily. Destiny, I don't recall if you put any questions in the comments of your donation, so you can add that real quick if you wish. Otherwise, we'll go for a general read-in. Then Samantha, then Madison. Uncomfortable, and it needs to move, and if it gets built up for so long, then it can start to create all sorts of other nonsense. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's that. I don't want to continue too long. Destiny. Moving forward for you, my dude. Samantha. Dakota. I believe people care. Self to believe in. I don't know what you're saying, Dakota, but please be mindful of the space. I appreciate you. I see you're, like, talking nice things, but also remember that this is a shared space and you don't have to take up all the comment section. Moving forward, we have Samantha. After Samantha, we have Madison. Nonetheless, Dakota, yes, I love self-work. The whole key of the mission is to learn how to accept and love oneself unconditionally. You're good, my dude. Don't be sorry. I don't mean to call you out and put you on the spot like that. It's just, like, sometimes when it's, like, 3 or 4 comments in a row, like, that's when I'm like, okay, bro, like, hold on, just take a step back. Like, yeah, I love you to talk, my guy, but, like, learn how to, like, craft the message so it's distinct and all in one message. You know what I'm saying? I know you got a big heart, bro. I can feel it from here. I can feel it. Like, I see you. I appreciate you. Like, I'm giving you a big ass hug through the screen. I'm tussling your hair and everything, my dude. This is a total bro moment. So we have Samantha, we got Madison, then we got Emily. Emily, you are in 2, okay, my dude? Okay, this is just how the queue works. Almost there. Come back in, like, 5 minutes. No, you have not. I do not reach out to people in direct messages, Oppo. It took you a while to reach out. I'm telling you, do not ever talk to anybody that is not me, okay? Don't ever send anybody that's not me. Like, unless you're using it through my website or we're talking through the screen right now, I will never reach out to you the DMs, okay? I will never do that. Do not. There's so many spammer accounts out there. That's like the oldest scam in the book. Emily, I apologize. I don't know why it's lagging, but Samantha, this is for you, my dude. Let's take a breath. Yep, that felt good. Inhale. X. Cut the decks. Clear the energy. Draw 2. This evening. This guy just keeps wanting to make an appearance. Samantha, we have the 4 of Cups. Excuse me. Yeah, no, 4. Yeah, that's totally a 4. Don't get lost by the mirror. Not Cups. Ooh, I'm getting distracted. There's so much energies right now. Swords. I was getting distracted by this bastard who made another appearance. The King of Cups here, Samantha. Forgive me. Human body. Brain. We have 4 of Swords, King of Cups. Page of Swords in the root. Here you are, my dude. This is the theme of the evening, it seems. Samantha, I think the cards are encouraging you to slow down more so than anything. To really sit what it is that wants to be felt. For the cliche states, you gotta feel it to heal it. Whatever it is, whether it's physical, spiritual, mental, intellectual, whatever wound it may be, you gotta feel it to heal it. And you gotta allow yourself to hug that part of yourself. Peace and Godspeed, my dude. We're taught to just put our head down and not question anything, to not feel anything. We're taught that feeling things is weakness and not good for us. We're taught to instead put it on the back burner. And that leads to all sorts of ailments, because we're meant to feel it. We're meant to process the energy. We're meant to sit with the emotion. We're meant to witness it. And we also are not provided healthy examples of how to express our emotions in healthy channels and outlets and ways. And so more often than not, the way in which people release their energy and emotion is creating more karma and more weight and more heaviness on themselves, I guess. Like more suffering within their own personal world. More karma. You're here to learn how to wield your emotions as your sword. Your emotions, your cup, your water can be harnessed, because water is sharper than steel. And you can use your emotions when utilized with conscientiousness, with intelligence, with consistency, with practice. You can utilize that emotion to then be your fuel for your fire, for what it is, whatever it is that you want to accomplish. But first you must sit with the emotions. You must process all of the grief out and the loss. You must filter out all of the nonsense. You must sit with it all, so that you can just get back to that pure water, and then you can harness that pure water like a freaking sword, and you can slice through all of the bullshit, my dude. But if you're just getting reactive to your emotions, you're skipping that process of harnessing the emotion and filtering it and utilizing it within the body, and you're just, oh man, they cut me off, fuck you, like, you know, like you're just wasting all of that rage and that anger, which could be used to, I don't know, create something. So that's that. Samantha, stellar, groovy, Mads, I see you, my dude. Mads, you're up. Then Emily, you are up after Mads. You got it? Groovy. After Emily, we will have another one, I believe. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, appreciate you, Samantha. Yeah, we're not taught this shit in school. It's so important. Like, we should be learning how to harness our emotions at 2 years old, but no one cares about emotions. At least not in the boomers generation. It's not my energy, but I appreciate you, Emily. Alright, Mads, I'll do what I can. I got you. I'm sorry to hear that your life is falling apart. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm more so laughing at the pressure that you just put on me. Let us see what the cards have to say for you, my dude. We cut the deck. We clear the energy. We draw two. We have the Nine of Wands. Seven of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse in the root. All these cards are in reverse, my dude. Here they go. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Nine of Wands. Mads. You say your life is falling apart. I feel like the cards are bringing awareness to that with this guy here. Like, you feel like you're holding on by the last thread. Keep hanging on. Keep holding on. Don't let go. Don't give up. Just keep swimming, right? Keep moving forward. Hang on to that thread, because it's gonna pay off. Like, right around this is this. Six of Cups here. Excuse me, Seven of Cups here. Six of Cups is also amplifying this, but also showing that there's a sense of social aspects to it. Like, I don't want to be like someone's going to come and save the day, but do not be afraid to ask for help. Also, don't be what more so than anything is important to recognize, like where you're placing your energy at this moment in time, because especially when you're in like chaotic moments in your life and it's going on for a prolonged season, it's so important to remember that we're products of our environment, and how our reality affects our internal environment, and how our internal environment affects our external reality. And where you're spending your time, your space, your energy is going to affect your internal state, your internal waters. And you are being encouraged to place your energies in spaces that make you feel like this, that are just very free and sharing and caring, like farmers market energy, like people just sharing flowers in conversation in the middle of a sunny day. And so what makes you feel like this? It doesn't even have to be a person. It could be a place. It could be a group of trees that you like to sit beneath. It could literally be these live streams, because these are pockets that are outside of your typical stressors. And it's so important for you now more than ever to take the remaining energies and cultivating them in those spaces so that you can grow that energy within your life rather than despair. Because where your focus goes, your energy flows. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. And so wherever you're focusing on, if you're focusing on all these things that make you feel this way, then you're not going to get this. But if you're focusing on this and this, then this is what's going to arise to you, I believe, my dude. Solid. Perfect. Well, I guess that answers the question then, Madison. The psychic abilities are strong in this one. May the force be with you. Don't force a damn thing. Be wise. Godspeed. Groovy. Emily, are you still here this evening? Emily, are you still here? We are up for you, my dude. Wonderful. You are up. But before we read you, I'm going to check my phone over here to make sure if anybody else has jumped in. Fantastic. Amanda, I have yours as well. So we got Emily, then we have Amanda. Emily, did you have any questions for us, or did you want a general? If you'd like to get a reading, you can drop a donation to the Cash App, to the Venmo, that is Gavin Zen, $7.77. What's up, Missy? It's good to see you, dude. It's been a hot minute. How you feeling? Life purpose general. You got it, Emily. I see you, I see you, I see you. All is well. Perfect. Emily, for you, my dude, life reading, general guidance, whatever your angels, your guides, your aliens, your guardians may have to say for you today. This one is for you, my dude, Emily. Cut the deck. Clear the energy. Draw two. I love you too, dude. It's good to see you. We got the Two of Swords. We got the 8, the Strength card. We have the World. Emily, for you, this is like a very, very general reading. Like, this is a very open-ended reading. Without much context, I'm going to give a pretty solid reading to the best of my ability. But basically, more than anything, do not forget that you are the center of your world. You, don't point, you put the you in universe. This is you. Emily. You have everything you need within you. I know that you've heard this a million, thousand, trillion times, but time for you to start telling it to yourself until you recognize this. And then when the times of test bring themselves to you, you really get to apply these skills, because whenever these situations apply themselves to you, you revert to your strength, because you are stronger than you know. You are resilient. You are powerful, my dude. And sometimes it just takes someone to tell that in our ear for us to remember that. Sometimes it just takes someone to see them being strong to feel us inspired to be like, yo, I can be that strong too. Whenever these situations, these binding, these confrontations, these complications, experiences arise within your experience, Emily, you use your strength, but also it's not always physical strength, mental strength, spiritual strength, energetic strength. And because of this, life's gonna be all right, my dude. Life's gonna be all right. You're gonna get to experience this world in the way that you want to experience this world. Remembering that you are the center of it, and ultimately it's up to your decision. So if there's something that's not in alignment with you, then you get to make that decision, because you're the architect of your reality. You are the center. You're the spaceship driver. You are the captain here, my dude. Use your power wisely. Don't waste your energy too long on things that are not in alignment. Recognize when you're getting too fixated or too trapped and stuck in thought loops and patterns. If it's been 2 years and you still haven't broken up with that bastard, what the butts are you doing? You know, if you've been telling yourself you want to smoke cigarettes for 3 weeks, then why haven't you? If you've been telling yourself that you want to stop coffee, why? If you've been telling yourself that you want to start learning Spanish on Duolingo, then why haven't you downloaded the fucking app yet? No, it takes effort, it takes energy. It's the strength. And these muscles, they develop over time as you continue to practice them. But as you continue to practice them, the way that these things present themselves to you, you will always be equipped to overcome this. You will never be handed anything that you're not capable of handling. So, yeah. Emily says you have no idea how accurate this is. So, heck yeah, my dude. I do not. You're right. This is a very, very general reading. This is how you know you're putting my psychic abilities to the test. So I appreciate you being here this evening, because I'm a fucking psychic and I love practicing my abilities, and this is a very fun place to be able to do that. And the fact that you're affirming this is just like very confirming. It's not why I do it, but it's really amplifying to know that it's happening. So, fire! Thanks, Emily. Next up is Amanda. I appreciate you, dude. Much love. Take care of yourself. Be wise. Have fun, more importantly. But don't take any bullshit. As the wise ones say, take no shit, cause no harm. You know what I'm saying? As the wise ones say, leave no trace. Clean up after yourself. But also, don't be afraid to smack a bitch if you have to. I'm just... But also, don't be reactive to the anger, you know? It's all in the balance. It's all in the balance. You dig? That's right. Amanda, this one's for you, my dude. Cut the deck. Clear the energy. Draw 2 this evening. Dang. Okie dokie. Artichoke. All 3 of these cards making a reappearance. We got the Page of Swords here in reverse. Two of Swords here once again. 4 of Swords here in reverse in the root. What's life without a challenge, right? We got lessons and we got blessings. We learn some, We win some and we learn some. I think right now, the fact that all these cards are in reverse, it's more so being presented that these are a reflection, as if someone else, a reflection of you, a fellow person, is presenting their own problems to you. Like someone's coming to you for help. They need assistance. They seek guidance. And you are the one just sitting with the swords, witnessing them, and then you use your own swords to cut through the bullshit. Whoa, Emily, he says the reading didn't lag. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Universe is on your side. Amanda, I feel like you are being the one that someone's coming to, and it's your opportunity to sit with the swords, to just witness the problems that are arising within the space, to remember that the eye of the storm is the calmest part, and to continue to recognize that, of course, you're going through it in your own way. So whenever the obstacles and the challenges present themselves within your life, you continue to sit with them and observe them and then wield them and move accordingly. You adapt and evolve accordingly so you can slice through the nonsense. But also, I do feel like people are projecting and reflecting this energy into your space. The fact that these are all being reflected, they're all in reverse. So I encourage you to, keep your boundaries grounded. You don't people please. Don't be nice just to be nice. Don't take on anybody else's weight. But also, like, when, someone is genuinely in, like, alignment with the spirit, it's important for you to reach out and help them, or they reach out to you and you help them. You have that ability to do that. Just, don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't honor your boundaries and your limits, and recognize when you've reached your max capacity and when it's time for you to take a break, which we might be doing after this reading, honestly, Amanda, because I don't think anybody else is in queue, and I think that would give me a perfect opportunity to take a little break for like an hour and roll up, and then probably jump back on at like 10 o'clock. But it's been a very beautiful session, and I want to encourage you to keep just witnessing more than anything, my dude. I can't overstate the importance of practicing being the witness and the observer of one's life, because ultimately there is no problems. It's just like, life is a puzzle. It's a fucking game. Every fucking day there's gonna be something else that's gonna, require my attention and my focus for me to utilize and step into my gifts so that I can apply myself accordingly to solve and accomplish the mission. We're out here doing this. It's a MMORPG IRL. You know what I'm saying? We're in this role-playing game in real life, okay? This is the simulated reality, and when you feel like there are problems here, don't get lost in the worldly problems, okay? Because this is just an illusion. Like, even bills and fucking all that stuff, like, you gotta create space from it. It's so important. You gotta release that nonsense from your being, because if you become too attached to it, that's how you become a pundit of the system, and that's how it's really has the grip on you. You gotta release yourself from that. You gotta free yourself. You gotta unplug. Goodness. Okay, Amanda. That's about that. I don't see any comments from you, but I feel complete with that reading. And there's only 14 of you beautiful beings in here this evening, and I don't believe we have anybody else in queue, so we're gonna jump off here for a little bit. I think we might jump on in another hour. I'm gonna eat some food and see what's happening, but I feel very complete and satisfied. Those were some powerful readings, so you can check the recording on my YouTube in like a day or two, perhaps, maybe. In the meantime, take care of yourself and don't fall for scammers.